Hello friends, in last lecture we saw the number system, types of numbers and some question related to this. Then we saw the laws of exponent. Now in this lecture we'll see the concept of rationalization. Rationalization. Generally we apply this rationalization when the denominator is irrational. For example, suppose we have an expression 1 upon a plus minus root b or 1 upon or whatever, suppose mm, uh, c upon root a plus minus root b. Here I am conceding that a and b are not the complete square. Here again b is not the complete square. Simply I am assuming that denominator is irrational. Then in that case, to make it rational, we do multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. Now what is the conjugate of the denominator? If denominator is a plus root b, then its conjugate is a minus root b. If the denominator is a root a minus root b, then its conjugate is root a plus root b. That means simply just by changing the middle sign, we'll get the conjugate of the given binomial third. Okay, so rationalization means to rationalize the denominator. Now we'll see some question related to this. Generally, we do get questions that rationalize um, the denominator of 1 upon root 3 minus root 2. Or another way to ask the same question is simplify the given expression. Whenever it is asked to simplify, by default we have to make the denominator rational always. So here we'll multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. Here it is root 5 minus 3, so I will multiply by root 5 plus root 3. So numerator remains same because 1 multiplied by root 5 plus root 3 will be same. And over here I can say a minus b, a plus b. That is a square minus b square. That is root 5 plus root 3 upon 5 minus 3. That is root 5 plus root 3 upon 2. So this is the simplified form of the given expression. Let us see one or two more questions based on the same concept. Okay, now next again suppose they say that rationalize this 2 root 3 plus root 5 upon 2 root 2 minus 2 root 2 minus 3 root 3 3 root 3. So over here to rationalize we'll multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. That means just by changing the middle sign. We do write the same expression, just we make one change, that is we'll make the middle sign inverse. If it is negative, we'll make it positive. If it is positive, we'll make it negative. Now numerator, now generally they do ask what will be the denominator or simplify. So here I'm just giving you what will be the denominator. I'm least bothered about the numerator. So I'm writing it as it is. Okay. And denominator, what it will be? 2 root 2 square minus 3 root 3 square. Okay. So numerator, I'm not multiplying. It might ask that what will be the product of the these two. That I'm assuming that you know this. So here denominator will be 4 into 2, that is 8 minus 9 into 3, 27. So denominator will be minus 11. Sorry, minus 20. Sorry, minus 19. It will be minus 19. Denominator will be minus 19. So let us see some more questions. Generally, they do not ask this much. Okay. Next question. Now, next type of question that uh, an expression is given and it is given that this is equal to another expression that contains some variables, and they ask to find the value of that unknowns. For example, if we have 6 upon 2 root 3, sorry, 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3, 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3 is equal to 3 root 2 minus 3 root 2 minus a root 3. Okay, these two are equal, then you have to find the value of a. So we'll start with the same, we'll rationalize the denominator. For that we'll multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator, and as this is equal to 3 root 2 minus a root 3, I do write as it is. Now in the numerator 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 divided by, in the denominator it is a minus b, a plus b. So a square minus b square is equal to 3 root 2 minus a root 3. Now over here I am keeping 6 outside the bracket only, because it is quite possible that this 6 will cancel out the simplification form of the denominator. So here it will be 9 into 2, that is 18, minus 4 into 3, that is 12. Yes, 18 minus 12 is 6, and 6 will cancel out. So now if I compare the left hand side and right hand side, see here it is 3 root 2, here it is 3 root 2, here it is 2 root 3, here it is minus a root 3. So simply I can say a equal to minus 2. So in this way they do ask the question. So note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, next variety of question is, okay, now next variety of question, that x is given, x is equal to 2 plus root 3, x is equal to 2 plus root 3, and you have to find the value of x square plus 1 upon x square. So first thing is very clear that here it is okay, we'll put the value of x directly, but here in the denominator we won't put the value of x directly. First we will rationalize it. In other words, actually here it is 1 upon x, so first we'll find 1 upon x, then we'll keep the value of 1 upon x. So if x is this, so 1 upon x will be 1 upon 2 plus root 3. So now again here you can see denominator is irrational, so we'll make it rational, and for that we'll multiply the numerator and the denominator by its conjugate. So 1 upon x is equal to 2 minus root 3, and over here again a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square, 2 square is 4, root 3 square is 3, so 1. So this is the value of 1 upon x. Now here you have to find x square plus 1 upon x square. See, I'm giving you the revision, so I will make, definitely I will make it little bit faster. Simply now here you have to apply the identity of a plus b whole square. That means this. So this gives you 2 plus root 3 whole square, that is 4 plus 3 plus 4 root 3, and 1 upon x whole square, that means this square. So 4 plus 3 minus 4 root 3. So this will cancel out. So 7 plus 7, 14 will be the answer. Okay, in that way you can simplify the given expression. Now, yes, a very general question. There is one more question. Let us see that question. Definitely when you solve it up in a complete way it will take time, but otherwise it is not taking that much time. The question is that you have to simplify. You will get expression something like this: root 9 minus root 8, then minus 1 upon root 8 minus root 7, okay, then plus 1 upon root 7 minus root 6, then minus 1 upon root 6 minus root 5, then plus 1 upon root 5 minus root 4, and so on. So here I am considering up to this. It is quite possible that you will get some more terms over here. See, here first term is positive, then negative, then positive, then negative, then positive. You might get a question in which these signs are in opposite direction. That means first one is negative, then positive, then negative, then positive, and so on. Now, uh, definitely if you solve it in a complete manner, it will take time. But one thing that should come in your mind, that definitely to simplify this or to get the value of this, what we have to do, we have to start by rationalizing. So if you rationalize this, the very first term in the numerator, you will get root 9 plus root 8, and in the denominator, see here it is root 9 minus root 8, you will multiply by root 9 plus root 8, okay, upon root 9 plus root 8. That means in the denominator you will get root 9 square minus root 8 square, that is 9 minus 8, that is 1. So actually I will get only root 9 plus root 8. Similarly over here I will get root 8 plus root 7. Here I will get root 7 plus root 6. Here I will get root 6 plus root 5. Here I will get root 5 plus root 4. So now when I open the bracket, see, plus minus plus minus and then plus. So now when I open the bracket, root 9, so I am writing it 3 plus root 8 minus root 8 minus root 7 plus root 7 plus root 6 minus root 6 minus root 5 plus root 5 plus root 4, that is 2. So here you can say minus root 8 plus root 8 minus root 7 plus root 7 plus root 6 minus root 6. Here it is root 5 plus root 5 minus root 5. Cancel. So finally what we will get? 3 in plus 2, that is 5. So this is the one more question. This type of question can be asked in your exam. Okay, so let me solve you one more question for you. However, it is more related to the uh, quadratic equation rather than the rationalization, but still it uh, has some concept of rationalization. So first of all, note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, so let us see the next question. Next question, you have to find the value of root of 5 5, then again root 5, then again root 5, then again root 5, dot dot dot. That means infinite times. You have to find the value of this. So let this is equal to x. We assume this is equal to x. Now if I square on both sides, so this, if I square this particular term, so this root sign will cancel out this, isn't it? So I will get x square is equal to 5, and again I will get the same thing, 5 root 5, okay, again root 5, then root 5, and so on. This I will get by squaring both sides. Okay. Now you can see this again repeat itself. So I can say this expression is again equal to x only. So here I have x square plus, sorry, is equal to 5x. I can replace this by x once again because only one 5 is outside and there are infinite 5's in such a way. So it will remain the same only, that means x only. Now here it is x square minus 5x equal to 0. If you take x common, so here you will get x minus 5 equal to 0. So from here x equal to 0 or x equal to 5. Now definitely this is a real number, it cannot be 0, so our answer will be 5. Okay, so that is all about rationalization. Now we start our next chapter, that is uh, algebraic identities. Now, even though we are in the number system only, but now next we will see the algebraic identities. So first of all I will give you all the identities, then we'll see uh, the questions related on identities. So next is algebraic identities. So very first identity that you are might learning from class 8. So a plus b whole square, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Second is a minus b whole square, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Third is a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. Fourth one is fourth one is mm, a plus b plus c whole square, that is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Okay, now of this particular identity there are 7 more variation, depends on the sign of the a, b and c. Now next is a plus b whole cube, that is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Then sixth one is a minus b whole cube, that is a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Seventh is a cube plus b cube, that is equal to a plus b in first bracket, then a square plus b square minus ab. Okay, there is one more identity of a cube plus b cube, that is a plus b whole cube minus 3ab a plus b. Then next, eighth identity I am writing over here, a cube minus b cube, that is a minus b, then a square plus b square plus ab. Then ninth, or I can say there is one more identity of a cube minus b cube, that is a minus b whole cube plus 3ab a minus b. Okay, now ninth identity is uh, a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c, then a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. Now 10th identity, that is known as conditional identity. Conditional identity, that means in the ninth identity if I make a plus b plus c equal to 0, okay, so if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to, here it should be 3abc, is equal to 3abc. If a plus b plus c equal to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc. So these are the identities that we need. Okay, so noted down these identities. Then we'll see some questions based on this. Okay, so now we'll see some question based on this. So here is the first question. If x plus 1 upon x if x plus 1 upon x is equal to 5 then x square plus 1 upon x square is equal to what? Also x raised to 4 plus 1 upon x raised to 4 is equal to what? Okay, x plus 1 upon x is given, you have to find these two. So we'll start with the identity itself. X plus 1 upon x is equal to 5. Now here you can see square is there, so we make the square of both sides. So here we'll get x square plus 1 upon x square plus 2 into x into 1 upon x is equal to 25. Okay, so this x and x will cancel out. So here I directly get the value of x square plus 1 upon x square. So plus 2 when come on that side, it will become 23. So this is the value of x square plus 1 upon x square. Now you need to find this. Again you can see this x raised to 4 plus 1 upon x raised to 4 is the square of these two terms actually. So again I will square on both sides. So I will get a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b is equal to 529. So again I can cancel these two. So value of x raised to 4 plus 1 upon x raised to 4 is equal to 527. So these are our answers. So note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see some more questions related to the identities. Now suppose we have a square plus b square plus c square. Okay, or before that we'll see the one reverse question. Okay, we have the value of mm, x square plus 1 upon x square. Okay, x square plus 1 upon x square is equal to 23, and we have to find the value of x minus 1 upon x for a while, suppose. Okay, x square plus 1 upon x square is given, and you have to find the value of x minus 1 upon x. So we need this, so we'll start from this only. I need to find this value. Okay, so if I apply this identity, so this I will get x square plus 1 upon x square minus 2 into a into b, isn't it? Now, so I can write x minus 1 upon x whole square is equal to, now this value is given already, that is 23, and this if I cancel will be 2. So ultimately x minus 1 upon x is equal to 21. So x minus 1 upon, okay, x minus 1 upon whole square is equal to 21. So x minus 1 upon x is equal to plus minus root 21. Okay, now we'll see that question which, okay, so question is, if a square plus b square plus c square equal to 25. Okay, it is given a square plus b square plus c square is equal to 25. AB plus BC plus CA equal to 3. AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 3. Okay, so you have to find the value of A plus B plus C. You have to find the value of A plus B plus C. So think for a while that how you will solve this. Okay, simply we'll apply the identity of A plus B plus C whole square. So that identity is A plus B plus C whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus C square plus 2AB plus BC plus CA. So we need to find A plus B plus C whole square. We'll keep it as it is equal to, now this value is given 250 plus 2 into, this is again given, it is 3. So A plus B plus C whole square is equal to 256. So ultimately A plus B plus C is equal to plus minus 16. Okay, now we'll see one more question. Okay. Mm. Now next question is, suppose x plus y equal to 12 and xy equal to 17. Okay. Next question is, if x plus y is equal to 12, if x plus y is equal to 12 and xy is equal to 17, then you have to find the value of x cube plus y cube. Okay, x plus y equal to 12, then you have to find the value of x cube plus y cube. Now there are two ways to solve. First, if I solve it with the help of formula identity. Okay, if you get this type of for MCQ purpose, you can see this is 12, so you can identify or you can check the values for x and y. Suppose if I take x equal to 5, y is equal to 7, then x plus y will be 12. Also that should satisfy this, but here there are no two values which are being satisfied. This xy is equal to 17, so definitely we'll go with the formula method. Now x cube plus y cube is x plus y, then x square plus y square minus xy. There is one more method or one more formula, that is x plus y whole cube minus 3xy x plus y. So if I use this second formula, It is very easy. Simply I have the value of x plus y, I have the value of x into y. So I will get x cube plus y cube. So I am putting the value in the second one. It is 12 cube minus 3 into 17 into again x plus y, that is 12. So this is only the matter of calculation. So I am conceding that you will solve it by your own. After this we will see the next question. Here it is given x plus y, sorry, x plus 1 upon x. Now next we have uh, x plus 1 upon x is equal to x plus 1 upon x is equal to 5, and you have to find the value of x cube plus 1 upon x cube. So think for a while, then I will give you its solution. Okay, so again here is the identity of a cube plus b cube. So a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b. Then we have a square plus b square minus ab. This is the one way we can find the value of x cube plus y cube. We have one more way, that is x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to x plus 1 upon x whole cube, a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. So this saves your time if you use this second one. So here x plus y this time is 5, 5 cube minus this, and this will cancel out 3 into again 5, that is 125 minus 15, so that is 110. Okay, so note it down, then we'll see the next uh, concept or next question based on different identity. Okay, so next is if a plus b plus c is equal to 2. Next is if a plus b plus c is equal to 2, ab plus bc plus ca equal to 3, ab plus bc plus ca is equal to 3, abc equal to minus 4, abc is equal to minus 4, then you have to find the value of a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Okay, there is only one identity which uh, mm, has these terms a cube plus b cube plus c cube. So first of all I do write that identity. So that is a plus b plus c. That has a square, then b square plus c square, then minus ab minus bc minus ca. So to get the value of this, one thing more here, a cube plus b cube plus c cube, then minus 3 abc was there. So if I take this minus 3 abc over here, so this is the identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Now to get the value of this, I need the value of a plus b plus c, a square plus b square plus c square, minus ab minus bc minus ca, and 3abc. So among these, I have the value of a plus b plus c. If I take minus sign common, I have the value ab plus bc plus ca. ABC is also given. The only thing that I do not have a square plus b square plus c square. So first of all, I do find this, and for that I use this. This is equal to 2. So squaring both sides gives me this. gives me a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus bc plus ca is equal to 4. Now a square plus b square plus c square, that I need to find. Okay, plus 2. Now AB plus BC plus CA is 3. So 2 into 3 is equal to 4. So A square plus B square plus C square is equal to 4 minus 6, that is minus 2. So I got the value of A square plus B square plus C square, that is 4 minus 6 minus 2. Now I will put the values over here. Now A plus B plus C was 2. A square plus B square plus C square is minus 2. From here, if I take minus sign common, I will get AB plus BC plus CA plus 3ABC. Okay, so here 2 minus 2 minus. Now AB plus BC plus CA is 3, minus 3 plus 3 into ABC is minus 4. So here minus 5 into 2 minus 10 minus 12 minus 22 will be the final answer. So note it down. Okay, now we'll see some questions related to factorization. Okay, factorization, very first question, factorize x raised to 4 plus x square plus 1 plus x square plus 1. Okay, we have to factorize this, x raised to 4 plus x square plus 1. So uh, let us see how to factorize this. See, here all three terms are complete square, so anyhow we have to uh, create an identity of a plus b whole square. So if I say this is x square whole square plus 1 whole square, so a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b. Okay, so then I have to write, as I am adding 2x square, I will subtract 2x square and I do write this x square as it is. Okay, so this gives me x square plus 1 whole square minus x square. So here I can apply the identity of a plus b multiplied by a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b. So final answer is x square plus x plus 1, x square minus x plus 1. So these are the factors of the given algebraic expression. Okay, now let us see the next one. X square 3 root 3x x square plus 3 root 3x plus 1, sorry, plus 6. Here it is plus 6. So here if you can see, this is a quadratic polynomial. Okay, so here you have to find its factor by using the splitting the middle term. Okay, so to split the middle term, we have to find the factors of 6. Factors of 6 are 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 1. Now there is root 3, so I will further factorize this, 2 into root 3 into root 3 into 1. Okay, uh, keep that thing in your mind always, that if you have here the term root 3, definitely you will get one of the factor as 3, so that you can factorize it further in the form of root 3 and root 3. If you have root 7 over here, definitely you will get one of the factor as 7, so that you can factorize it further as root 7 and root 7. So here, see, 3 root 3. So if I take these two together, so 2 root 3 and these two together is root 3. So 2 root 3 plus 1 root 3 gives me 3 root 3. So here x square plus 2 root 3x plus root 3x plus 6. From these two, I can take x common. So x plus 2 root 3. From these two, I can take root 3 common. So x plus 2 root 3. So here I have x plus 2 root 3 and over here x plus root 3. So these are the factors of the given expression. So note it down, then we'll see next question. Okay, so next, to find the factors, we have a raised to 7 plus ab raised to 6. A raised to 7 plus ab raised to 6. We have to find factors. So first of all, I can take a common, that gives me a raised to 6 plus b raised to 6. Now, there isn't any identity which factorize this, but definitely we can convert in the form of the identity, that is a cube plus b cube. For that, I will write a square cube, b square cube using the laws of exponent. So now, a cube plus b cube is a plus b. So I do write a plus b. Then a square plus b square minus ab. So ultimately factors are a square plus b square. From here a raised to 4 plus b raised to 4 minus a square b square. Okay, so these are the factors. So note it down, then we'll see next question. Okay, so next is ax cube, sorry, next is 8x cube plus 27y cube, 8x cube plus 27y cube plus z cube minus 18xyz. Okay, so first thing that should come in your mind, there are 3 cubes, so that might be an identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Now we'll check whether first 3 terms which have cube are perfect cubes or not. Yes, this is actually 2x whole cube, this is actually 3y whole cube, and this is z whole cube. So I have a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Now if I have minus 3abc, then it is easy to factorize. So let me check, is it possible to write these 3 terms in the form of minus 3abc? So I wrote minus 3, a I took as 2x, b I took as 3y, and c I took as z. Now on multiplication, yes, I am getting 18xyz. That means This exactly fits the identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, which means a plus b plus c, then a square, okay, that is 4x square plus b square, that is 9y square plus c square, that is z square, minus ab, that means minus 2 into 3 6xy, minus bc, that means minus 3yz, and minus ca, that is 2xz. So these are the factors of the given expression. Okay, now we'll see one more. Next is 2 root 2 a cube. Okay, next is 2 root 2 a cube plus 8b cube minus 27c cube plus 18 root 2 plus 18 root 2 abc. Again, there are 3 cubes, so it might be identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube. So let us see. Yes, this is a root 2 whole cube. This is 2b whole cube. This is c. Identity is a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Here it is negative, so I do write plus minus of 3c whole cube, isn't it? Now, according to identity, next term should be minus 3 into a into b into c. So I am writing minus 3 into a, that is a root 2, into b, that is 2b, into c, that is minus 3c. So here actually I have a root 2 whole cube plus 2b whole cube minus, okay, this is actually done. Now I have to just check whether the product of these term is equal to 18 root 2 abc or not. So 3 2s are 6, 6 3s are 18, minus minus plus, yes, root 2 is there, abc is there. So this exactly fits the identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So here it should be a plus b plus c. Okay, so actually ultimately here it will become minus 3c. Then a square plus b square, a square that is 2a square plus b square that is 4b square plus c square that is 9c square, then minus ab, that means minus of this multiplied by this, so minus 2 root 2 ab, 2 root 2 ab, minus of bc, that means this multiplied by this. Now here it is negative, here it is negative, so this will become positive. 2 into 2b into 3c, so 4 into 3 12, 12bc plus 12bc minus 3ca, so again negative is there, so this will become positive. Okay, here it won't be 2, here it won't, it will be only 6, because it is minus ab minus bc minus c, it is not minus 2ab, so minus ab minus bc minus ca, that means uh, plus 3 root 2 ac, 3 root 2 ac. Okay, so these are the factors of the given expression. Okay, next, if next question is, if x raised to 1 by 3 plus y raised to 1 by 3 plus z raised to 1 by 3 is equal to 0, then Then find the value of x plus y plus z whole cube minus 20x 7xyz. Then x plus y plus z whole cube minus 27xyz is equal to what? It is given this x raised to 1 by 3 plus y raised to 1 by 3 plus z raised to 1 by 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so think for a while. Okay, it looks like it is a plus b plus c is equal to 0. We know when a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc. So if I consider this as a, this as b, and this as c, so here it is actually given a plus b plus c is equal to 0. So according to identity, as a plus b plus c equal to 0, therefore a cube plus b cube plus c cube should be equal to 3abc. Now here actually this I am considering as a, this I am considering as b, okay, and this is considered as c. So x raised to 1 by 3 raised to 3 plus y raised to 1 by 3 raised to 3 plus z raised to 1 by 3 raised to 3 is equal to 3 into x raised to 1 by 3 into y raised to 1 by 3 into z raised to 1 by 3. So over here I'll get x plus y plus z is equal to 3xyz raised to 1 by 3. But what I need, x plus y plus z whole cube. So now if I make cube on both sides, what I will get, x plus y plus z whole cube is equal to 3xyz raised to 1 by 3 raised to cube. That gives me x plus y plus z whole cube is equal to 27. 3 cube is 27, and over here 3 and 3 will cancel out, so I will get x y z. So ultimately x plus y plus z whole cube minus 27xyz is equal to 0. So value of the expression given is 0. Okay, now we'll see one more question. If AB plus BC plus CA equal to 0, if AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 0, then find the value of 1 upon A square minus BC plus 1 upon B square minus CA plus 1 upon C square minus AB is equal to what? A square minus BC minus CA minus AB. Okay, you have to find the value of this. Okay, so let us see how to solve this. I am writing first this expression as it is, plus 1 upon B square minus CA plus 1 upon C square minus AB. Now see, this expression I have AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 0. So from here, if I need to find the value of AB, I can write AB is equal to, or I can write minus AB. If I take this AB on that side, I will get BC plus CA is equal to minus AB, isn't it? If I take AB on that side, I will get BC plus CA equal to minus AB. Similarly, if I take BC on that side, I will get AB plus CA equal to minus BC. So actually I am trying to replace this minus BC, minus C and minus AB. So this minus BC will be equal to AB plus AC plus 1 upon B square. This minus CA will be equal to AB plus BC. AB plus BC plus 1 upon this minus AB can be written as BC plus CA. Okay, now you can see here in these three terms I have A common, in these three terms I have B common, and in these three terms AB, BC. Okay, here actually it is C square. So here I have C common in these three. So I will take 1 upon A common. So here I will get 1 upon A plus B plus C. Okay, from this if I take 1 upon B common, I will get 1 upon B plus A plus C. And from here if I take 1 upon C common, I will get 1 upon C plus B plus A. Okay, that means here I have 1 upon A plus B plus C. Here again I have 1 upon A plus B plus C. Here again I have 1 upon A plus B plus C. So now if I take 1 upon A plus B plus C common from these three, here I will get 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C. Isn't it? So after this, now next I have, see there is a condition that AB plus BC plus C equal to 0. So here I am noting down this 1 upon A plus B plus C as it is. Okay, let me note down this also as it is 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C. Now here this is 1 upon A plus B plus C. See, this is almost done. I am solving it completely just for your better understanding. Otherwise it is completed. Now here denominator will be A plus D, ABC. So here I will get BC plus AC plus AB, isn't it? Now BC plus AC plus AB is 0. So 0 into anything is 0. So here final value of the given expression is actually 0. So note it down. Okay, so so that is all about this lecture as well as this chapter. Now in next lecture we will start polynomials. Till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay at